Hi guys, sorry I'm so bright. I am coming in at you from Hawaii. We're on our family vacation. We haven't been on a whole family vacation for a little while. It's been a couple of years. We love Hawaii, but we just had two little babies last year, so we couldn't come. And then this year we're here. But I couldn't miss out on being on this live because this group has been so amazing, and it's been so fun to watch all of the incredible leaders and just incredible information. What a great idea this was. And I just hopped off of Amanda's live, which was amazing. And I loved everything you had to say, Amanda. That was perfect. And I couldn't agree more. Every time I see those flyers, I'm just like, oh my gosh, what a waste of paper. Nobody's gonna pick that up. People, or like when people send out like a mass invite to something, I'm just like, no, people want to be invited from you. Like, they don't feel invited unless they actually get invited. A mass invite on Facebook just isn't gonna do it. Hi Carolyn, hi Marcy, hi Marissa, hi Sarah, hi Amanda, hi Kristen. So anyway, I just have to echo everything she said. That was so good. And I loved when she said being genuine, like genuinely being interested in people, not just looking at them as a mark or as maybe a way to get further in your business, but looking at them, oh, I haven't connected with her, and it's so fun now that I have a business that I get to connect with people for work, so I just need to reconnect with her. And if you're looking at it that way and looking at it as a real person who you just miss and want to see, it makes all the difference versus if you're just thinking, oh, well, maybe she would sign up. Maybe if I pretend to care about her kids, she'll sign up. I remember Nick had a guy that kept trying to get him to sign up for some, I don't remember which one it was, but it was a network marketing kind of thing. And he kept calling and leaving messages. How are your kids? I miss you. And we had one kid. And Nick was always like, he acts like he knows about my life. But I don't have kids. I have kids. So it was kind of silly. So that way it doesn't work. Actually, it worked for him because he had a big business, but it's not the genuine way that we want to do it. Nick would love, like, he would call and then talk to him for a long time, and then he was like, he'll always get to the business eventually, but I like to get him to talk about everything else first. It's kind of rude, but anywho, I just wanted to hop on here and just kind of, Amanda asked if I would just kind of tell the story about why we went with artists and why we went this route with our business and what it's meant to us. So I just want to hop on and kind of tell you guys about that. If you've heard it, hopefully I can give you some new information that you haven't heard before, but it's always fun to kind of, I don't know, it's fun for me to talk about because it's been such an awesome experience. So I started, and we have so many new girls that it's a perfect opportunity to talk to you guys. So I started Maskcara, the company, basically 100% all I ever wanted to do as a child from 5th grade on. I remember just noticing this really common denominator, which was every mom had makeup, and there was the glammy moms, and then there was the not so glammy moms, and it seemed like, what I thought was weird, that no matter where they were on the scale, they had makeup. That maybe it was stuffed under their sink, maybe it was strewn across their countertops, maybe it was, causing an explosion of powder in a caboodle somewhere. But what I thought was weird was none of the moms that I knew seemed like they were very confident, and they would comment even to me as a 5th grade kid that they didn't like makeup or didn't understand it, which when you're that age, moms aren't confiding in you that they don't understand something very often. Usually they know a whole lot more than you do. So I thought that is really weird that no one's made makeup easy enough and fun enough and not so time consuming that anyone could do it. So why is that? What are we missing? Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make the change. I'm going to be the inventor. So I want to be an inventor. So I didn't even really get into it from a love of makeup. I got into it from a love of inventing. And my mom said that inventing was solving a problem that hadn't been solved yet. And I knew that this makeup problem hadn't been solved yet. So when I was in 5th grade, I made a mask out of clay that just, you put the makeup on at night and then you flopped it on your face in the morning and it did all your makeup for you. And it didn't work. But I have never really changed the goal. I just changed the delivery system. And by the time I was about 25, I was pregnant with my first son. And that was a really huge surprise for me. So it was really kind of a scary time. And I knew I had to finally do this because it just felt like I finally had to I finally had to do what I've always wanted to do so I could tell my son that he could follow his dreams. Because if I had never done it, I never even tried, then how could I really say that? So, so that's what I did. I started the blog and I had no money. So I just did what I could when I could, which was a really huge learning lesson for me about starting a business. Is for so long, and even once I started it, I kept coming up on these barriers. And then I would just think, oh, I need someone to come and save me from this barrier. You know, for a long time I thought, oh, I need someone that's smart at business to come and do kind of the finances of this. Or, oh, I really need someone to give me money because I don't have any money and I know you need money to start a business. And then every time that I would get frustrated waiting for my knight in shining armor to come and fix it all and make it easy, I would realize, oh, no one's coming. And when I realized no one's coming, I realized it just had to take whatever foot forward I could get. Whatever, kind of like climbing. If anyone's ever done any wall climbing, it's really fun. You should try it. You get to a place where you don't see an obvious step. And you just have to go with whatever you can get. Whatever little crack you can get, you just have to pull yourself up from that, or else you're not going to make any progress. And that's really how starting a business became for me. It just became, okay, well, I can't do the thing that I think I need to do next. Like, the very first step, I thought, was getting a ton of money. Nobody would give me that, silly as it was. So I realized, oh, well, I just have to do whatever I can do with what I have right now. And I can't wait for anybody else, and I can't wait for time to change, and I can't wait for my kids to grow up or things to get simple, because I had to do it when I had no money and I had a little boy to take care of all by myself, and I just had to find a way. And that has been really, truly the 2 lessons that I've learned, the 2 lessons that I would tell anyone starting their business, so you guys, is 1, do whatever you can when you can. Don't ever wait. You know, like for instance, we have a new website coming up soon, and it's going to make your business a lot easier. I believe it's going to make it a lot more fun to get in your back office. But the last thing I want to know is that some people are waiting for that. They're waiting for the back office to be better. Then they're going to start their business. They're waiting, because all the waiting is time wasted. And I've learned that now. I learned the hard way, and I learned it the right way. So 1, don't wait. Do what you can do when you can do it, the minute you can. And sometimes it's not an obvious thing. For instance, starting the blog didn't seem like an obvious path to starting the makeup company for me, but it really was the only thing I could do. I had access to the internet, thank goodness, and I had a computer and I had a phone. So I knew I could do that. And so that led me there eventually, and that's what's so cool, is as long as you're taking a step forward and doing the best you can, you're gonna get there. The second thing is not giving up. There were so many times, you guys, so many times. I mean, I was putting together fishing lures late at night for hours so that I could just afford to be home with my baby, because I didn't have a lot of help. And luckily I had my parents. That was an amazing help. But so I could stay at their house. I was actually in their garage. We had carpet in there. It was nice. And then I had So I had to do fishing lures at night, and then I had to do the blog even later at night so that I could be with my son during the day. So I didn't have a lot of options, but I was doing whatever I really could at that time. The second thing is just, so not giving up was really hard. A lot of people said, you just need to get a job. You just need to go work at Ulta. You just need to, I can't even tell you. You can either give up the ghost on this blog thing. It's never going to give you money. It's never, and I had worked for well over a year before I even made any money, and then I made $300 a month, which was really exciting for me for a long time, probably another year. So for me, that was a huge sacrifice. I had to drive a beater car, and I had to, I didn't have any extras. I wore the hand-me-downs. But to me, yeah, I could have gone and gotten a job, but I believed in myself, and I believed in what I was doing, which was more than just trying to find a career. I was trying to help women feel more beautiful, and every day that I helped them feel more beautiful, that felt like a paycheck to me. And when I got these emails, my dad would always say, read me your emails, read me your paycheck today. Because he got it. He understood that was all I was getting paid for a long time, was just these beautiful emails, and what a payment it was. Maybe I needed money at the time, but what I needed more was to feel important and to feel like I had something to offer the world. I felt like a loser for so long, and I felt like I didn't have anything to offer anyone. So to have those emails where someone said I had changed their life or helped them feel beautiful or helped them see something differently, that was that was what I actually needed to be able to get stronger as a person and to be able to feel happier and feel more confident. So, so those two things are the biggest things. If someone does both of those things, I feel like there's no way they can lose. There's no way. And the thing that keeps you holding on when the paychecks aren't coming in, or you have a hard party, or you have a situation where you just feel like, is this worth everything I'm putting in? Because I'm not getting out what I thought, is that meaning, that power, that you truly believe in what you're doing, that you believe you're going to make a difference, or you're making a difference. Outside of all the money, outside of everything else, if you have that belief, I don't really think you can get through those hard times without that strong core and that connection you're making with other people. So, finally started the company. It went really well. Everything was amazing. But what I found was so exciting as this turned around, and I realized that we wanted to go this party plan, this direct sales route with it, which if you've heard my story before, you know I was very against it. I was very against it because I saw only the negative. But what I realized is it's just what I would be asking women to do is what I've done. And what I've done has been the best experience of my whole life. So instead of making someone at some big retail company have another zero on their 100 zeros on their paycheck, I would be helping women do what I did and put food on the table in the way that I did, which was the funnest freaking way to make money ever. And I thought, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. I'm not shoving anything down anyone's throat. I'm not making anyone lose their friends. In fact, I'm offering them something. I'm offering them the funnest job there is and a way to get out of their bubble and have an excuse to connect with people that they didn't have before. Because it's really hard, whether you're a working woman, a working mom, or just a stay-at-home mom. It's hard to find excuses to get out of your bubble because everything feels so pressing and it feels so all-encompassing that unless you have, this is my job, this is my hustle, I have to do this thing, it's really easy to let yourself fall to the wayside. So to have kind of that push is such a miracle, and it's been one of the most, it was so fun to help women feel beautiful, but I think this last year to see them feel strong and powerful and just to see so many people come out of their shell and feel talented and feel like they have something to offer the world has changed my perspective, 1,000 100,000% on what I ever thought. My dream, I thought I had the biggest dream of all, to just be in Sephora and have this big makeup company and help women feel beautiful ever. And then to realize when it became this last year, to realize I had no idea how amazing this dream really could be. So thank you for that. Thank you for believing in me and for supporting this, and for I can't tell you how many Facebook posts I saw at the end of this year that just said from artists saying that 2017 was one of the very best years of their life, and that mascara had something to do with that. I can't even tell you how. I just want to frame every single one of those posts and just put them up in my house, because it just makes me so happy, and it just brings me so much joy. Because when I did pull myself out of the darkness that I was in, I always felt like I could never really give back what I'd been given. Like, I can give you this beautiful product and I can give you all these beauty tips, but I can't give you what you've given me, which is this a beautiful opportunity. And so now seeing that that actually can happen has been incredible. Oh my gosh, you guys know how much I love hearts, so you're just making me feel so good. It's been such an incredible journey and experience, and I couldn't thank you enough. Thank you for listening to this story, and thank you for being a part of this training. Hopefully you're feeling so excited. There's nothing more exciting than January to me. I used to hate January because it's like after Christmas, it's cold. But now I'm so energized in January because our birthday, and then I just feel like we're gonna hit the ground running, and I just get so excited for what's coming this year. And I'm just so excited to have you guys a part of this company. And I've talked about it a trillion times, but we really do have such an amazing, such a different group of women that I every single time I've met any of you, every single time I watch your videos, every single time I listen to what you have to say, it's inspiring, because not only are you beautiful, but you're intelligent and you're kind and generous, and I just think it's rare. It's rare to have such a group of such good people. So thank you, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.